It says stream's offline. It shouldn't be offline. It should be online right now. Let's try it again. Okay. Stream health is good. It says it's still offline. I don't know why. Okay, now we're live. Let's see. Okay. Stream health is good. It says it's still offline. I don't know why. Alright, so we'll wait a minute to get everything set up to make sure everything's good here.
The Sarlacc pit monster in this game.
Oh yeah, the boss.
That means it was after he changed it into having arms.
Mhm. Yeah. The bosses in the game doesn't make any sense. Like in the Japanese version, Darth Vader's the first boss you fight, or the second boss you fight. But guess what? Darth Vader turns into a giant scorpion when you defeat him.
Wait, I think I saw this on a
Angry Video Game Nerd.
Starcade or Angry Video Game Nerd.
Yeah, Starcade.
Probably
showed
Starcade.
it. Yeah, Angry Video Game Nerd did too. Oh yeah, it's probably help if.
My gun is so strong it's just lagging the game out.
Oh yeah.
And you're dead.
Oh, I can't see.
I wish I grew up with stuff like this. Instead, I was forced to play freaking movie-based games like Battle for Bikini Bottom. And Madagascar, the game, which is actually pretty good.
Well, yeah, I grew up on those too. I got these like 2 years ago when I was in high school, senior year of high school, or junior year. I forget which one.
This is a good game.
I decided one birthday that I just wanted to get a bunch of SNES games. I even got all the wires for my Genesis. I got wires for my other Genesises. What else did I get? I think I just got Genesis games and SNES games.
The guy I met at work wants to buy my N64 off of me.
Ooh.
Just a regular black one.
Yeah.
He also said he would buy a Genesis too.
I got my N64 from my friend for free. He also gave me like 20 games of them when my cats peed on it.
What the hell?
Or not on the N64, but on all my games. So the only ones I have left are Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask.
It's the only two that matter anyways.
Yeah. Alright, well, this has been running for like a minute now. Or 2 minutes and 30 seconds, so I guess we might as well start.
Are we on?
Yeah, we're on. We've been on.
Oh, okay.
So hello. This will be the Star Wars Episode 7 Force Awakens spoiler podcasts. Spoiler casts. As you can tell by the crude drawing of Star Wars with Luke's lightsaber and Kylo Ren's lightsaber, and Padost, because the C doesn't really look like a C, it looks more like a U. So yes, Episode 7 came out, December 19th? Is that right? December
yeah, I think
18th?
so.
When was our last day of the semester?
I have no idea.
Came out the last day of our semester, which was the 18th.
How perfect.
But yeah, what did you see?
I remember seeing 18th earlier, and then it said 19th like after the final trailer, and I was confused.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like trailers dates are always weird now. But so yeah, today we are here to talk about theories, spoilers, and explanations for parts of the movie, since the movie might not have been as clear to everyone as it should have been, right?
I was alright with it, and I haven't even seen the originals very thoroughly, so.
Yeah, well, I didn't like some of it, just because some of the answers felt like they should have been answered in the movie, but they're trying to keep up with the extended universe stuff. Like, one big thing that's been going around right now is the riot trooper, the one that calls Finn a traitor, over in, spoiler, Maz Kanata's, bar. You remember that guy? He had the, he had the electrical staff thing that he had around his arm, and he said, "Traitor!"
Oh, okay, yeah.
That was Stormtrooper 2199, also known as Nines. I think that was his number, 2999. 2199, yeah. He was apparently part of Squin's original squad. Back when...
How do people find this out?
They released a book about Finn. Like, they released a, 3 novellas. Together that was, like, about Finn's origins, some of Rey's origins, and some of, who else was it? I think it was some of, I don't know, was it was it, I don't remember who the third guy was. It might have been Poe, I'm not sure. But yeah, apparently Finn The reason why he was not a janitor anymore and became a stormtrooper was he was a good top-ranking recruit at the time, even though he was stuck on janitorial duty. What happened was he was a natural-born leader. He led his squad through multiple training exercises, and he was known to pick up the slack for anyone who wasn't doing too well. So he had to be disciplined and told not to pick up the slack for anyone, just do his work, and then if things went wrong, then he should just let the other person fail. So yeah, that happened. And then what was interesting is one thing I still don't understand is that apparently Finn was a great leader, but he got into his first actual firefight, which was on Jakku, the opening planet. And
so that was his first firefight?
Yes.
Okay.
And here's where things get iffy. He saw his other squad mate get killed. I forget what stormtrooper it was, but it was a stormtrooper with a nickname. They gave him character in the books. He saw him get killed, and then he got his helmet touched, and apparently that was like the turning point because through all of his discipline, he was sort of like thinking like, oh wait, why am I actually a stormtrooper? Why am I being forced into all this?
Yeah. He's
having his doubts, and apparently that like sent him off the edge. But here's the thing: why would someone being killed out of everything just like because they basically brainwashed the stormtroopers?
Yeah.
Why would that send them off the edge? But I have a theory for that. I don't know if you have any ideas about that.
I just thought it was more so him seeing like the mass killing. Because that was when he just stood there not even shooting. He just had his gun down.
Yeah, he was definitely in shock.
Yeah, but it did start with the guy getting killed. That's sort of when he like sort of stepped back. Yeah. Maybe he started fearing for his own life because it was his first time in a battle situation.
Real battle situation.
Real battle situation?
I don't know. Because I thought it was more Force-based, where I think he is Force-sensitive, and the Force Awakens, the awakening of the Force they talk about is Finn's awakening. Because
specifically, only?
Look,
that sounds like too much.
Rey obviously, she did not just gain the Force. Okay, she's obviously had it for a while because she knew some things that like she was having the dreams about where Luke was. That's Force sensitivity right there. I would think it is at least. And then, I mean, I think she would have been noticed before because you don't just gain the Force through an event. Well, I guess sort of like you have it in you, but it's not noticed unless you do something dramatic, or drastic, which she didn't really do until she met Kylo Ren,
and then reversed.
His
advances.
Yeah, which wouldn't make sense because he says earlier in the movie, he says there's been an awakening. Snoke said,
have you felt it? Yeah.
Yeah, Snoke said there's been an awakening. Have you felt it? And that wouldn't make any sense for it to be about Rey because it didn't really come out until she was, like you said, doing stuff against Kylo Ren. So I think it's more of Finn's awakening, if anything. I mean,
true. I mean,
it makes sense because when the dying stormtrooper touched his helmet, there was like the wind pushing sound, that the sound that you hear when when the Force is being used, how they do like a little swoosh.
Yeah.
With the audio. It was like that. It was just like a sudden bam. So I think Finn might have an awakening in the Force.
Possibly. I wish I would have heard that noise, or at least be sensitive enough.
Yeah, there was definitely a cue for it. So I know that much. There was definitely a cue. I'm pretty sure it was the wind. But yeah, it was just an odd thing to have in there, just to like. I feel like cues like that wouldn't be necessary unless it was trying to point something out.
Yeah.
And he wasn't doing bad. I mean, he was able, like I discussed this with you before. He could hear the screams of the Senate.
Yeah.
Which was not Coruscant. That was not on Coruscant, but he heard the Senate screaming before they got blown up, or before they even started screaming. Which apparently that was another deleted scene.
That they cut in?
No, the Senate. They had scenes with the Senate that was cut out.
Probably to avoid being
very diplomatic.
Yeah, pretty cool.
But yeah, like they cut a scene out where apparently it was Leia talking with the Senate, and they were explaining how, which is another thing, they actually explained why the rebels are still a thing, even though the Senate's back in order. the Senate was sort of in compliance with the New Order.
Mm-hmm.
There was kind of a peace treaty thing going on.
Yeah.
And the Senate didn't like this, so they had the rebels because they couldn't take all the excuses for like things happening with the New Order and the rebels, so they let the rebels do their own thing, and just said that they weren't affiliated. Wink, wink, hint, hint. So that was cut from the movie, which kind of sucked. It could have been
does
better.
hold a lightsaber. Like I said, I didn't see any of the posters before I saw the movie, and when he actually held the lightsaber in his hand, I was like, "Whoa!" I just didn't believe it. I just always thought it would be Rey, which she does do eventually, but I just didn't expect him to use it at all.
Yeah.
Really.
Which is another complaint people have. He was trained in like for hand-to-hand combat and gun combat, but he seems very unskilled. But to be fair, a lightsaber is very different than hand-to-hand combat.
Unskilled in what? He seems unskilled with the lightsaber?
Yeah, and unskilled sort of with the gun.
What's his first time using it? I mean, it can't be that hard. It's a sword.
And the way he was doing it, he wasn't like slicing people in half. He's doing like the traditional like military stab to the gut.
Yeah.
And let them
not a lot of flair.
Out. Yeah.
When he used it.
So he's using some sort of combat type maneuvers when doing it, which isn't a big deal. So I thought that was fine, but people were really nitpicking that. Could have been better. I mean, but those were just small things.
I love the lightsaber fighting.
Yeah.
The movie. It was all done extremely well. I watched episode 4 afterward with my brother, and he was just being annoying and nitpicking everything, and he also didn't like Kylo Ren, saying he wasn't evil enough.
What?
Not evil enough, and that he was like weak and whiny, and I was like, yeah, I know, it's like the point.
Yeah.
And
that's I hate when people say that.
And that he didn't die, and I was like, he didn't die. What, do you want him to die already? It's the first damn movie.
Yeah, then they're gonna have to introduce and set up yet another
villain, and then have him die within the movie ending. Like, it's just stupid. It's not episodic.
Yeah. Then more into it, like, how did Maz get Luke's lightsaber? Is another thing that's been nitpick. Who knows? Did she find a hand with it? Probably not. But because Cloud City is a gaseous planet, I don't know if you knew that. That's where Luke got his hand cut off, and the lightsaber fell down the ventilation shaft into the gas. I don't know how she got it. I think there might have been a scene. Let's see, was there?
They might mention it later.
They probably will mention it in the sequel. Oh, it didn't. I don't feel like looking through it. Maybe. Let's see. Yeah, like, right now we're just looking at an article that's explaining everything. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. This doesn't really explain it. I just like how, Maz was supposed to have a scene at the Rebel base where she hands a lightsaber to Leia.
That was in the trailers.
Yeah, that was in the trailers. That was cut. So, it doesn't really explain how she got the lightsaber, which she says that's a story for another time, which will probably be told in episode 7, or episode 8, or episode 9.
Yeah. I'm
assuming they'll follow that up. Hopefully. But, they've been pretty cool about it. So Max von Sydow, or Sydows, he was the old guy in the beginning of the film who gave Poe Dameron the map coordinates or whatever.
Okay.
He was in the extended universe. He was explained to be like a close friend of Leia's and like help with the the rebellion and stuff. So he knew Luke. He had the piece of the map somehow. I don't know how he got the piece of map. Maybe they'll explain it in the future, or they'll explain it in Rogue One.
Yeah.
We'll probably find out then. But this just kind of says it all. This is also, by the way, a list on the /film, the film blog all about film news. They did a whole giant collection of explanations, or they try to explain some stuff. So yeah. Here's a good one. How does Rey know how to use her Force powers? Do you have any ideas?
Was Luke taught specifically how to use it? I know he was when he was training with the lightsaber.
Well, he saw how to use a mind trick from Obi-Wan, and Obi-Wan did the mind trick on the sand trooper over near on Tatooine. Then he did training with Yoda on Episode 5, where he learned how to do the Force jumps, how to use the Force a little more carefully and usefully. But I think with Rey, I think it was more of like there's been all these rumors that Jedis can do mind tricks and Jedis can lift rocks and jump really high.
Because you're trying to say that she knew it from legend, or is maybe like trying? She's like, oh, I heard that someone did this once.
Yeah, because it's explained. She knows who Luke Skywalker is. Yeah. He's a legend, so they obviously know that Jedis haven't been around in forever, if they are even real. Which before Han dies, before he dies, he lets her know that the Force is real and everything, that she has it in her, or I don't know if he let her know that, but it's basically that she knew that she had it in her. So yeah, moving on. We already talked about like actually we didn't talk about how Rey knew how to fight with a lightsaber, but
it's a sword.
Yeah.
I don't understand why it has. I think with her, it's a sword. I don't understand why it has to have any kind of like extra skill. Yeah. To be able to be skillful with it and use the Force with it, you've got to know. But it's just a sword.
And she had her staff anyway. That's her explanation.
Yeah, she has a staff.
Yeah, she has a staff with a lightsaber hilt, but it was never explained if she actually had a lightsaber on her staff the whole time. But maybe we'll find out in the future, because she still has her staff with her. Who knows? Maybe she'll find out. It's like, oh man, I got Mace Windu's purple lightsaber.
Oh god,
that'd be amazing. I would love to have that happen, but it's not his.
What? Why would you want to be his?
Because it's purple.
Who even has different ones?
Okay.
Luke.
In the extended universe, in the extended universe, all the lightsaber colors coordinate with a certain role in the Jedi Order.
Oh no, I don't know that. Continue.
So like blues were like, I don't know, blues were I think sort of like they're higher ups, but they were trained to know how to do combat if combat ever happened. Green were for like the mentors and stuff. Yeah, sages. Type. Yeah, which Luke was getting to in Episode 6, but he was sort of leaning towards the dark side in that. Of course, red was for Siths. It was they made their own holocron crystals, or not holocron. They made their own crystals out of they were artificial crystals, because like Jedi's had to go pick their crystals on a crystal planet when they were young, and the Force would call out to them to tell them which one to choose. This is all extended universe, by the way, so none of it's canon anymore, so I don't know if it really matters. But the Sith made their own out of like plastic, probably like cheap plastics and mirrors. And then it turned out to be red, because they got to be edgy. Yeah, and then like the purple one is explained that they were trying to explain why only black people in the universe had the purple one, but they didn't do it well.
Wait, but who else has a purple one? It's just
the only black character in the universe,
right?
besides what's his face? I just forget his name. Lando. I don't know why I forget Lando's name.
Lando's not Jedi.
Yeah, he's just a
guy.
He's a traitor.
Yep.
All right. Is Rey a Skywalker? No.
No Walker.
I don't know.
She's not.
The obvious thing would be to make her a Skywalker, which everyone's been talking about, how it is the obvious thing. It's probably not. Probably not.
Well, one thing I had noticed, in her flashback of whoever's leaving her on Jakku, like, I wonder who that is, because it's a.
It looks like a rebellion ship. But
the person talking has like a voice modulator.
What, the one who said "Come here, girl" or "Stop" or whatever?
Yeah, or whatever.
That was Simon Pegg's character, the scrapper. Which I found out is Simon Pegg, the one who...
I know it's Simon Pegg, but that was him in the flashback?
Yeah, it was his arm, his bloated arm or whatever. It looks like he's a boomer from Left 4 Dead. How he's like the bloats on his arm. That was him. Which means someone gave her up to him. One thing interesting I did hear is that, Han went missing after he found out what Ren did. People have said that when Han went missing, maybe Leia got pregnant with a second child from him, but didn't want to tell him to break the news since their first one turned out to be such an a-hole. But
that has to do with the extended universe, doesn't it? That Kylo has a twin.
Well, it wasn't Kylo. It was but Leia had a set of twins with Han, or at least had two children with Han. One went to the dark side. I think his name might have been Ben Solo. I'm not sure, but one of them went to the dark side, one of them went to the light side. But that's explained because with every Sith, there has to be a Jedi, and with every Jedi, there has to be a Sith.
But the rule 2 thing?
Yeah, like...
Or, well, that's what Sith. There can only be 2 Sith at once, right? For any given time?
No, I don't think there can be, because there is Darth Maul, there is Darth Sidious, there was what's his face?
Plagueis?
No, Plagueis. Well, yeah, Plagueis apparently died like right before episode 2. Like he died.
I thought I was reading that Sidious was getting Anakin to become the next Sith, and then was going to kill Plagueis.
Mm-hmm.
Or had already killed Plagueis.
Yeah, Plagueis. From what I thought it was before episode 1 happened, but apparently Plagueis dying happened in between like episodes 1 and 2. Which Plagueis, if you don't know, is like the extreme like oldest Sith or whatever, and he gets reincarnated every time he dies, and
yeah, very Voldemort-y.
Like, yeah,
shit.
Voldemort. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, it was like Darth Maul. It was what's his name? From episode 2, Dooku. Count Dooku was it technically? I guess he wasn't a Sith, was he? I mean, he must have been a Sith. I think he counted as a Sith. I think he was technically Sith, even though his name was Count Dooku. Maybe he just didn't get Sith rank. And then there's Asajj Ventress, Asajj Ventress, which
the hell's that?
She was from the Clone Wars animated series. She had 2 lightsabers with the weird hilts, banana hilts.
Oh, she had like scimitars?
No, I mean, it was still a normal lightsaber.
Okay, it just had like...
Yeah, it had a curved hilt that looked like a
cool
banana. Yeah. I guess, I don't know. I don't know how Siths work. I should probably know. I think it might be 2 at a time.
Yeah, I saw something about the rule of 2.
Yeah.
That seemed pretty legitimate.
But yeah, so I saw it pointed out, like I said, Leia got pregnant in between the time of Han leaving, or in between, well, before Han left, and then she had the child without telling Han, and then deserted her on Jakku. But when Han and the Knights of Ren attacked the Jedi Academy, he looked pretty old. He looked like he was close to the age that he is now. He doesn't look like he was really young because he was tall and lanky. I think they would have went through the trouble to make him look more kiddish.
Yeah.
So I don't think that really holds up. I think just the matter of the fact is she's either going to be a Skywalker, which means she'll probably be Luke's daughter for some reason. And then, or it's just going to be a Randy. She's not going to be related to anyone.
People were complaining about everybody needing to be related to someone else.
Yeah. Maybe she'll be related to Chewbacca. Chewbacca knocked up Leia while Han was gone.
Oh my lord.
I always loved you, Chewie.
You're getting into sexy Flash game territory.
Look up sexy Star Wars Flash games.
Oh my god, I think it's copyrighted now. Actually, we can't really do that.
Well,
can't be a part of our show.
I know one Flash game, but they're all furries. I don't think furries really appeal to the audience.
I hope not.
The audience of how many people are watching? Let's see. There's 3 watching right now, so it's not bad.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
It's more people than who listen to me in real life when I talk.
Yeah, maybe if you stop whispering, maybe they'd hear you more.
I pronounce just fine.
I know, I was joking. So yeah, Rey Skywalker? Probably not. Hopefully not. Maybe. I don't know. I think it might be a little cool to see her as Luke's, but it wouldn't make any sense.
My brother was arguing with me while we were watching episode 4 that they outright said that was Luke's daughter, and I was like, no.
What? No.
That wasn't said in the movie at all. And he's like, yeah, it was. And I was like, Miguel, it was not said in the movie at all. It's not for sure.
Your brother has the most Puerto Rican name ever, Miguel.
Miguel, yeah.
I feel like I can get into racial territory, but
I don't care. We're Hispanic. We are both Hispanic.
I'm Mexican and Spaniard and everything else in the world.
I'm Puerto Rican, which makes me a bunch of stuff, but I guess I have mainly Spanish blood. We both look white. You look a bit more ethnic than I do.
Yes.
Probably because you have like a beard.
My neck beard. Yeah. Wait. Let's see what chat says. Neck beard or beard?
You have a neck beard. Currently, you have a neck beard. I might have one because I don't shave. I think you proudly wear one.
Dang, alright. I trim it up and everything, try to keep it not be, but I'm sorry that I got no hair on my cheeks. Well, that's out of Star Wars territory. We should probably get back into it. They said neck beard. Chat said neck beard. I vote neck beard. All right. So yeah. Oh, another one is Rey a Kenobi. Is she related to Obi-Wan?
That'd be random as hell. I don't know anything about Obi-Wan's anything.
Well, seeing that Obi-Wan died 30 years before this, and he had no known children then, and assuming that if he had a child, I mean, they probably wouldn't have enough time to reproduce unless he had it before he turned 80 years old. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. That'd be kind of random.
The chat says Jar Jar is a Sith Lord, though.
Definitely, probably the most powerful.
You heard it here first. Jar Jar is Plagueis. Just want to get that out there. Red Letter Media said it best. Jar Jar is the one. He's the chosen one. I like how Red Letter Media made that joke a whole 7 years or 6 years before anyone else decided to think about it.
Yeah.
I remember watching the Red Letter Media reviews.
I can't believe you saw them while they came out.
Oh yeah, because I went on this Slash Film. They was the headline of the month or the year. I'm not as good at being a dork as you are. I just don't know where to look. It's not a mean term. This is a good one, though.
You're not as, I don't know. I don't, like I said, you're into all this stuff a lot more than I am, but as much as I would like to be.
Yeah. Yeah, go on Slash Film. They're good for film news and stuff. That's where I get most of my stuff. But anyway, here's another one. Will we ever know Rey's parents? If they ever reveal Rey's parents?
I mean, most likely. I don't really care.
I don't care, but I feel like...
Do we know that she's waiting for her parents? Or does she just say that I'm waiting for someone?
She says she's waiting for someone, and it's presumed it's her family, not her parents.
Oh, okay. So it could be someone she's not even related to.
Yeah, yeah. What I don't know is... I don't know. They set it up like it's gonna be revealed, because why go through all the setup if they're not gonna reveal it now? It seems kind of useless, so unless they cut it out and make a deleted scene again.
Well, I wonder if it's gonna be someone we know. I feel like if it's someone new, we're gonna be like, oh, and not care, and we'd be more interested if it was someone from the past.
Which I think it will be someone from the past, sadly. I don't want it to be...
I don't want it to be, but I understand that, you know, people hopefully will get past all of this where we don't have to keep referencing back to the originals.
Yeah, yeah. Episode, I think they just did this because they needed to set it up and they needed to relate it to the old movies to make people realize what it is. Because I think without all the Star Wars stuff, it probably wouldn't even be that close to a Star Wars movie.
Probably not. I didn't enjoy the callbacks that were...
Yeah,
sometimes pretty snarfy, honestly.
They bugged me a little bit, oh, what about that piece of junk? Oh, no,
yeah.
We don't want to
What's this? I don't know, it looks like a piece of junk. I'll just throw it off screen.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that? It's the Star Wars chest. Whoa! It was just really, oh my god.
And they make a point to cut away to Finn picking up the training droid.
I know. I was like, all right, I get it. I know. The movies have the same name. Damn it. I understand. I get it.
It's Rey and Han talking in the front seat, and then it cuts back to Finn. He's like, oh, what's this?
What's this? A good piece of junk. Get out of here. It was dumb. It got kind of dumb. I did get excited when they were hiding underneath the floorboards of the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
And I'm not even a huge fan, so I can imagine being in the theater and everybody's shaking in their pants, in the seats. You're like, oh my god, it's probably so annoying. I probably want to stab people in the eardrums. I'm glad I didn't see it opening night.
I had a big smile opening night when I went.
Oh god.
My dad just looked over at me and saw me cheesing. He probably thought, wow.
I'd be happy to see the new movie, but I mean, like I said, things just got pretty snarfy.
Yeah, I didn't make any noises. I was just sat there smiling, got smiled it up.
I was extremely focused when me and you watched it. I was leaning forward in my chair.
I know, I saw that. It's better than my one friend who just decided to sit there and yell, cheesecake, real late at night, the whole time.
Why? Why did they?
It's a Vine thing. There was a guy giving an interview and he was like, oh yeah, I really like cheesecake, and it's real late at night.
Okay.
Yeah. Got him in trouble too. I went over to his house. We were watching soccer, and I told his mom how he just kept yelling cheesecake and real late at night. It's funny. All right. So let's move on. Who are Finn's parents?
I don't care.
Yeah.
Aren't they showed in the movie?
No.
No.
Because he was abducted as a kid. He's not related to Lando. If he's related,
He's not related to Lando. If he's related to Lando, I'm gonna be pissed off.
Well, he can related to one of two characters in the past, Lando or Mace Windu.
Oh,
and I don't think they would do either because one, that would be racist because that would just be assuming there's only two black people in the universe.
There's only two black people left.
And Mace Windu was a true follower of the Jedi Order, so it would only leave it to Lando, which I don't think is Lando. Wait, what if Lando got Leia impregnated and then they sent
What if he comes from a mixed family and he's biracial and his parents don't have to be like both black?
Yeah, what if
What if he's an alien?
what if Finn is Rey's brother and Rey was dropped off on Jakku while Finn was shot out of a space pod into space and the First Order abducted him?
Oh my lord.
Oh man, I
don't care. I just don't care. I just want them. I don't care about origins. I really don't.
Like we're not just asking these questions out of like nowhere. It's like these are serious questions that everyone is constantly asking for some reason. We do not need to know. It needs to stop being brought up. I don't care. No one.
Yeah, a lot of things people said about the prequels were that it's a story that didn't really need to be told.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, they're asking for more dumb shit now. They keep asking for this. I mean, I didn't really care about how Darth Vader became Darth Vader. Mm-hmm. I like that it was mysterious. Also, if the movies were done well, it would have been good. But like, one of the biggest complaints I have about it is that, Obi-Wan is always like, "Oh, we were such great friends," and then you watch the prequels, and Anakin's a little shithead all the time. It's so annoying.
There's actually a video that was pretty good recently. It was It was not a super cut. It was just a cut up. I guess it would just technically be a super cut, but it was a super cut of Obi-Wan's conversation from Episode 4 to Luke when they first meet.
Yeah.
And it was a whole thing where he's like, "Oh yes, me and your father, we were good friends," and would cut back to like scenes from the prequel. No. But it was being very serious. Like they cut back to only the serious scenes, and they add like dramatic music over top of it. And it just kept coming back. It was so good.
Aww.
Like I went into it thinking that it would just be like some dumb junk and like going into stuff like that, like where it just try to be funny.
Yeah.
But then it just instantly turned into like something serious. It was nice to see. You know, it happened.
Shit.
And then going back to Rey being related to people, there's also the Rey being related to Kylo Ren. Because she would be Han and Leia's kid. The theory for this one is because of what's it called? It's the video. It's the video I was telling you about.
You fought in the Clone Wars?
I
was once a Jedi Knight.
But
your father.
There's a theory about Rey and Kylo Ren being twins because Rey is the better half of what Anakin was, and Ren is the worse half of Anakin.
For over 1,000 generations, the Jedi Knights were guardians of peace and justice in the Old Republic.
Do you know how they did the lightsabers in the original movies?
The dark time.
No. One thing I wanted to ask you when I was watching Episode 4 was that when Luke first turns it on, I guess there's like a jump cut.
There is?
Sort of, or like it's like, I don't know how to explain it. It looks like a jump cut. He like goes like this, and there's like a quick lag, like a frame of lag, and then you see it come out. I don't know if it's like supposed to be there.
Help the Empire hunt down and destroy the Jedi Knights.
I'm not sure. I know because the lightsabers are like they're like metal rods with or not metal rods. They're a sheet of metal, I think it is, with a light glass over top with a beam of light or something that would make them spark when they were hit.
Mm-hmm.
So you could add it in post, and they're very fragile, and that's why the old fights were always like so slow, and it was always them like, being cautious because they would break the lightsaber if they did it any harder. So, yeah.
One thing about them being twins, I don't know. I feel like there would be some kind of cue, like when. What's Elio's Pizza?
You don't know what Elio's Pizza is, and you worked at ShopRite?
I know what it is. It's food.
Because your name is Eliud.
They shouldn't know that. My name's Lou.
Yeah, your name's Lou.
People called me that at work.
What, Elios?
Yeah.
What? All right, well...
Because they just refuse to say my real name.
All right. We're getting too off topic here. We should probably... I feel like...
As I was going to say, them being twins, wouldn't Leia, like, do something? There'd be some kind of shot of her, like, reacting to seeing Rey or something, or...
There was. She hugged Rey she hugged Rey as soon as they got to the Rebel base. They embraced for a few moments. And then she said... I
feel like there'd be a shot of her, like, looking into the distance, like, while Rey was off somewhere else and just knowing the truth and not saying anything, or...
Well, it was sort of implied because... Okay, so... It's... they embrace when she gets onto the Rebel base for the first time. And they look at each other and, like, she's like, yeah. And it's implied that she's, like, nodding and saying, I'm going to find Luke. And then Leia says, may the Force be with you. And then she watches her walk off into the Millennium Falcon. Like, she doesn't even say anything to Chewie after Han dies. She just goes straight to Rey and hugs her. Which,
alright.
It's close to her being enough evidence for her to say that she's related to Leia. I don't know, it was weird. Let's continue. Why did R2-D2 suddenly wake up? Because he was looking for the data.
Plot needed it to happen.
Yeah, plot device. He's not force sensitive. If he was, then... Oh, wait, no, I lied. Wait, this just in, R2-D2 is force sensitive. He is a Jedi now.
The just first droid Jedi.
Yeah. And Jar Jar Binks is oh my... Should we take a break?
Sure.
Alright. Unintended break. Starting now.
Completely fine.
Alright, we're back. Quebec. Canadians should all die. Controversial statements right here.
What the hell is this?
That's a eraser and a sharpener.
Oh.
The audience can't see that. That's visual aids.
Sorry. I thought it was some gross deodorant you use or something.
Oh, yeah. Those two holes. You don't want to know what those two holes are for.
Alright, where were we?
I don't remember. We'll just move on. Oh, yeah, R2-D2 is a Jedi. Jar Jar Binks, Sith.
Luke turned him on.
Oh, yeah.
Feeling disturbance in the Force from the death of Han Solo.
Oh, that's so dumb.
Leia's reaction to the loss.
I think it was because he hasn't been turned on in so long.
Did you say because BB-8 was, like, just smacking into him?
No. BB-8 was talking to him. He was saying something in droid language, which Rey knows, and if Rey was there, she'd probably be like, oh, yeah, tell him to hurry it up.
How does she... Oh. For a second, I thought you meant she knows how to speak it. She just like leans over and says like, "Bee boo bop," and he just like turns on. That's what I thought you meant.
No, she understands it.
Okay.
She understands it. Okay. The official answer: screenwriter Michael Arndt said that it was just a plot device. So yeah.
All right, there we go.
Why did Kylo Ren turn to the dark side? He was influenced by Supreme Commander Snoke.
Snoke.
Yeah, not
Snoke isn't a very scary name. Sounds like a senator.
He sounds like a children's toy.
Yeah. Illinois Senator
or an adult
Snoke.
toy for women. All right, who are the Knights of Ren? Do you know who the Knights of Ren are?
I know Kylo Ren is.
They'll be explained later in this trilogy.
The trilogy or in
Rogue? Probably trilogy. I don't think they were around when Rogue One was, but there's a rumor that some of the characters in Rogue Squadron are eerily similar to some of the characters in Knights of Ren, specifically because one has a staff.
In Rogue Squadron?
Yeah, there's a guy with a staff. Rogue One, my bad.
Oh.
Rogue One, not Rogue Squadron. He has a staff, and one of them have a staff.
Wow. So does Aang.
Yeah, Aang the Airbender. You heard it here first. Aang is Jar Jar Binks' Sith Lord. All right, let's move on. Who is Supreme Leader Snoke?
Is he a giant? No. Why is this still up? That's revealed within the film.
Look. These aren't questions that they're asking specifically. It's what the audience is asking.
Is he big? Is he real big? Is this directed by Peter Jackson?
Oh, yeah, there's the original Plagueis right there. But
Darth Plagueis is ugly.
Yeah, that was in the extended universe. But
and his name is Plague. How evil. All right, continue.
Snoke is 7 feet tall according to the Visual Dictionary.
Played by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
What?
Continue.
Okay. He's 7 feet tall. He's nothing out of plain sight. He just has a weird scarred up face. Which brings me to this. There's apparently the Grand Inquisitor from Star Wars Rebels. I don't know if you've seen the Disney XD show Star Wars Rebels.
Is that... Alright, so this is different from Clone Wars, because Clone Wars is on Cartoon Network.
Yes, and ended on Netflix. Seen. They had the final season on Netflix.
Is that a good show?
Where were Kylo and the Nazi dude meeting him when they spoke to his hologram? That was on. Let me just answer this really quick. That was on Starkiller Base. Oh yeah, he said he told it.
In the basement. It was in the big basement of Starkiller Base.
Yeah. He was supposed to be projected as big. He was supposed to scare the audience. Sadly.
Scared me. I was scared.
Yeah. But the Grand Inquisitor. I never watched Rebels that much, but I've seen bits and pieces of it here and there. There's a character, Grand Inquisitor. By the way, Rebel takes place between episodes 3 and 4. It's like when they start getting the Stormtrooper army up. They're abducting kids and training them. One of them turned out to be like Force sensitive or something, and the last Jedi's picked him up and made a small little rebel alliance that's not with the normal rebels, I don't think. But apparently Leia's going to be a guest character on it, so I guess they're with the rebels now.
So this show is still going on?
Yes. They're on their second season.
When did it start? Oh, okay. Second season.
It also has characters from the Clone Wars TV series. Like they have what's her face? Anakin's Padawan. I don't remember her name, but she went rogue after.
Oh, from Clone Wars?
Yeah, she went rogue.
The one with the
the
two things.
Yeah. She went rogue after after the Clone Wars.
Didn't she have a specific lightsaber too? I think hers was just green.
Yeah, she used a green one, but held it backwards.
Oh, she held it like a knife?
Yeah,
she held. You're supposed to hold a knife, I guess.
Yeah, she held it like what's his face? The guy from The Mist and was also supposed to be in The Walking Dead. He had the video games, The Force Unleashed, whatever that character's name is.
Oh, I don't know. You play those games, not me.
Yeah, he's the one actor that's in a lot of films and is friends with a lot of what's his face? A lot of who's the director of The Mist?
I don't know.
Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But yeah, they say that apparently an explosion happened and
what's the Grand Inquisitor? Is that a ship?
No, that's
sounds like a newspaper.
Sith or someone. That's the guy on the left. Apparently, an explosion happened. And they said it would make for a reasonable explanation for the scars on the face, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't watch enough of it, but people are saying he is.
People think he's Darth Plagueis.
Or
but Darth, I don't know.
They think that Snoke is Darth Plagueis, and now they're saying that Snoke might be the Grand Inquisitor. I'm not sure. I don't know enough about the TV show. I should probably watch it, but I still need to finish Clone Wars.
I have a lot to watch.
Yeah. Apparently it's really good. So is the Clone Wars, so.
I know Clone Wars was always supposed to be a pretty good show.
Yeah, and then we won't need the rest of these.
The Force Awakens is a retelling of the King Arthur legend, but set in space. Who the hell cares?
Yeah, I don't care.
The Lion King is...
What is this? Whoa!
What?
This is like a whole Excel sheet right here. Whole Excel sheet with everything you need to know.
Evidence against theory. Wait, go back up. I want to see some of the evidence for this theory. Wait, go down.
Wait.
I saw Ray's hair.
Yeah, I saw that too. wait. Where's it at?
Ray's hair and clothes share a stark similarity with Shmi Skywalker.
Alright, I have an easy explanation for this.
They both live on desert planets.
Exactly. They both have to wear desert garbs to protect themselves from sand. Alright, I'm like, no more of that. We don't need any of that. Lorsan Tekka is George Lucas. No.
What?
No.
Wait, what?
That old guy is George Lucas. The old guy who gave the map to Poe Dameron. No.
He put him in the movie? That'd be crazy.
Yeah. Oh, they want to see.
That's what Stephen King did in The Dark Tower.
Yeah. Which is dumb.
He also put Harry Potter in it?
Yeah, he put
I only know this. I've never read any of them. I only know this
from
no, it's from...
It wasn't...
Funhouse.
Funhouse, that's right. Yeah, they put the little orb, golden orb thing in. Let's see what this
I want to take a look outside because it's supposed to be snowing here.
Oh my! They made us a fan thing.
Oh my god! How do you guys know my name? It wasn't mentioned. You said it like under your breath. Did you mention my name to them?
Yeah, they hate when I say I have friends. They say, "Oh, you're lying." So I had to mention people by name.
Oh, and I'm sure they really believed you when you said my name was Eliud.
Well, apparently they did enough to put your name on there as a flag.
Wow, they spelled my name better than my own doctor has for my entire 20 years of life. They still call me Mr. Rivera.
They put furry, Star Wars, talk, games, anime.
Well, it's not snowing. It's windy as hell. It's like 45 to 50 mile per hour winds.
Alright. Elio's Pizza. Please, my liege. Please, he lies. Elio's Pizza, please.
Use it.
Alright. Since I don't want to show this, so I'll drag this over. Alright, gotta do a quick screen switch. Add window capture. Yes. Bam. And then I'm too lazy to crop it, so.
I'm truly honored. Anime. Anime furry Star Wars. Games.
Oh, that's too much. There you go. Perfect. Now people are going to think we're little 12-year-olds on the internet.
This is great. That's what I've always wanted.
I can remove furry and anime. I didn't know what to put.
We probably would have put something as irrelevant.
Alright, yeah, this is good. Okay, so let's get back to this.
The lightsabers.
That's not the one I wanted, because that's the dumb theory one. Alright. Let's continue. Oh no, I was on the right one. I need a... Okay. So Supreme Leader Snoke actually Plagueis? Maybe.
Possibly?
We don't really know. We'll find out in the future. The hints are there. The only thing is... Oh, President Obama says political rhetoric targeting Muslims.
Betrays who we are. Amen. Continue.
That's relatable to Star Wars. But anyway, so... there's enough evidence to say that he is, but there's also enough evidence to say that he's not. Star Wars, the extended universe, isn't canon anymore. And what happened was Disney said they will be picking and choosing from the extended universe what they want to keep and what they want to leave behind. So, possible. Is he going to be directly Snoke? Probably not. sadly.
I want some new people. I don't want everything to have this tie to the originals.
Yeah.
I mean, Kylo Ren is new, but you know what would have made him suck if his character wasn't, if he was just as evil, like completely all the way, totally evil. I really, really love that he's being called like by the light side.
Yes,
that is so cool. That is really, really interesting, and I really liked it.
Really edgy too.
I knew he wasn't going to go to it, but just the fact that it calls to him is great.
Yeah, and that was a really good scene because what happens is when he's killing Han is right before you see because they have the doors open when they're both standing on the bridge. Han and Ren, when they're both standing on the bridge, you see both their faces. Han has a cast of white light on his face, half of his face, and so does Ren. And then the doors start to close, and on Ren's face, you see the red start to appear, and the blue or the white start to fade, and then the red just slowly overtakes Ren's face from the red interior lights of the of Starkiller base, and then that's when it happens. It it cuts down to Rey's hand and how, or not Rey, Ren's hand and how he's still holding on to the lightsaber with a death grip, and Han's like nudging it, and then it cuts back to Han's face where he's like, "Oh no," and then it happens. So yeah, that was pretty cool.
I like that he touched his face before he
just to cement it. That was like a big thing. That was a big thing, like face touching. I don't like it. It's like Quentin Tarantino's fetish with feet.
Really? What about it?
Yeah, you didn't know he had a fetish with feet? He's always doing like close up
I'm
of
not
like their feet.
surprised. Oh well, yeah, Kill Bill.
Yeah, and then
especially with Thurman's body, it's just very weird.
Yeah.
Very weird. I only find her. It's like I can only find her attractive in those movies.
I can't find her attractive anywhere.
You're crazy. She's so pretty.
I want to be
movies.
like Fallout.
When she goes to Hattori Hanzo to get the sword, that scene she like looks really pretty. And I mean the entirety. How are you not attracted to her when you watch Pulp Fiction? Like not even a little bit.
Her in Pulp Fiction, yeah, actually.
You're nuts, dude.
It's the black hair, that style.
What do you call a girl with black hair? Is there a name for that? Like brunette? No,
yeah.
That's brown.
Dark hair. Who knows? I don't know. Let's consult the anime guide to weeaboo stuff. But yeah, what else is there? Why didn't Leia train as a Jedi? She was too old.
They wanted her to become a Jedi.
She was too old, you guys. IGN asked it. No surprise there. Let's go past that.
I don't care. I don't want her to. I want new characters. These people are old. They need to die.
Well, Leia almost died on episode 6 when she had an overdose on cocaine and survived. That's why she always had the coke nail. Her pinky nail was always like super long, so she could just stab in.
That's how Luke got those scars on his face.
No, that was a car accident. And then they
allegedly.
Yeah, then they set up the film to make it seem like the what's it called? Oh, what it was. The Wampa. No, not the Wampa. Was it Wampa? No, Wampa.
No, dude. A Wampa is what they ride?
Yeah, Wampa is what they ride. What's that thing called?
I don't know. It's an abominable snowman.
Yeah, when he scratched his face and they're like, oh, he got scars now.
One of the edits was out. They showed the entirety of that monster.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of just showing some of it.
Yeah. Oh. Die. Alright. I guess we'll be dying soon anyway. So we'll probably just go for a few more minutes and make it an hour. Because I feel like it's just starting to die off because a lot of these questions are the same. How did Kylo Ren get Darth Vader's mask? He found it. Probably not that hard to get. I'm pretty sure someone would have stole the helmet after the burning of his body.
I also don't think he found it.
Mm-hmm.
It probably belongs to the First Order.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't it say that they use him as a
well, not really
an
as a
icon or not as a scare type,
no,
as an icon to like, look up to? Or
I would say Kylo Ren uses him as an icon to look up to because it's his grandfather. I think I don't think they don't really use the Sith as an icon or as a figure to scare people. I don't know. They use just pure tactics and pure sheer terror to scare people. Like, they weren't even really that feared. Like, do you notice how small they were? They had one Star Destroyer, and they had a planet full of people.
Yeah.
and then the planet got blown up, and their Star Destroyer probably left in full contact.
I wonder how they're gonna up the ante, like as far as them being like scary.
Clone troopers. They're going back to clones. I guarantee it, because they lost their whole army.
Yeah.
And they mentioned clones in episode 7 for a reason. They set it up. They're going back to clones.
I just like, the mass shooting, that was pretty bad. Pretty dark.
I was surprised too, because stormtroopers are actually hitting something. Did you ever hear the fan theory on why stormtroopers never hit anything?
Why?
It was like a widely accepted theory that the rebels messed with a mass package of guns and stuff to the Empire, where they uncalibrated the weapon so they would shoot wonky. So all the sights weren't calibrated, so they'd be like, "Oh, he's in my sight," and they shoot, and the bullet would just go like up and to the left or down to the right.
Oh my god,
it was dumb. Another question is Rey a clone? Is Rey a clone of Luke, but female?
Why?
No.
Who's asking that?
So you'd have rapid growth because clones are known to grow like 10 times faster than humans.
But that means she would also have a limited lifespan.
Yeah, and I don't think
because of Metal Gear.
Well, actually, yeah, Metal Gear.
Does. Yeah. No, they didn't come out with it. Well, no, they didn't come out with it. The first time I heard that was in Blade Runner. I don't know how far back cloning and all that goes. Like, I know how far back the robots and all that kind of stuff goes, but as far
Blade
as
Runner was do androids dream of electric sheep or robot sheep or whatever back in the 40s, was it, or was it 50s?
That's a book.
Yeah.
By who?
Can't say off the top of my head, but it was an adaptation.
I don't know, but I doubt she's a clone. I don't.
Yeah.
See how that could happen.
But here's the theory to end all theories. Is Jar Jar Binks Rey's father? Who knows? Maybe we'll find out on the next Star Wars spoiler cast if there is another.
I'm sure there will be. I'm sure we'll find more things to talk about. We'll watch it again.
Yeah.
Watch it in a different language.
Yeah, we'll watch it in
Spanish.
Yeah. Spanish, German,
language?
French. I know French more than Spanish, sadly.
That's sad. What the hell's wrong with you?
I had French in high school, man.
Why did you take French? Who speaks French?
My sister said it was easier.
Easier than a language that is part of your own, ethnicity?
Yeah. Well, then again, French is basically just Spanish, and Spanish is basically just French.
I can read French somehow, but...
Est-ce que je peux aller aux toilettes?
Alright, that sounded like you sneezed, but...
The only French... He's back.
The dog's back.
I thought he died. I guess that would be a good way to end the podcast, because he's going to start barking now. So, any last words before we end?
Not really. Thanks for making us a sign.
Yeah.
Next time we're going to be a lot more organized. And we're school's starting again. But
don't worry, they goes to CCC, goes their own. So
yeah, we're still going to have more time. I'm getting a job where I work less.
Don't end. Oh yeah, because you're working at yeah. And then I'll be working over at the media center. Which won't be bad.
Yeah, we're probably gonna another thing I should mention is that I guess Brandon is he knows a lot more than me.
I'm the neckbeard.
Knows a lot more than me. And that most likely when we talk about movies, it'll be him leading, and then when we move into video games, it'll be me, because I know more about that.
No.
But he knows more about that than I do, too. I don't know.
I think we should talk about this off stream, but we'll get into it.
Yeah.
Because this is definitely going to be planning. I mean, things are going to go too bad. We spent an hour talking about Star Wars. We spent an hour on the normal podcast that wasn't live streamed. Yeah. So, I think this will be well. We'll see how things go. We'll make changes as we see fit. Well, other than that, I think it went pretty well. Yep. I mean, it's not easy starting up a podcast, especially spending time talking like this. Especially since we're both in my bedroom, which is relatively large for a bedroom. Yeah. With my dog barking outside my door for 30 minutes straight before we could actually start our normal podcast.
And this is the first time I've done anything like this. I mean, we just did a project for school where we ripped off Red Letter Media and talked about Paul Blart Mall Cop 2.
We might as well just do riff tracks.
What's that?
You've never heard of... All right, after this, I'm going to show you.
I'm telling you. I thought I was really into all this stuff, but really not. Really not as much as I thought I was. I want to be.
Yeah. There'll definitely be more in the future. This isn't going to be the last one. But then again, you know, after we got like a D or whatever, we must have gotten the final.
Oh my god! I can't believe it. I got a C+.
C+. I got a straight up C. Screw him.
Yeah.
You don't. I got some crap to talk about him after we end this.
Let's just leave it in there like we did the final.
Yeah. He probably saw that. That's probably why he gave us like an F on the final project. He's like, oh, they're talking about me? Oh, gotta film.
Oh my god.
Alright. We're getting too deep in this. Alright, so let's say goodbye. So yeah, we'll have more Star Wars.
Yeah, we'll see you guys next time. I don't know if we have like a date by the time we'll have the next one, or
maybe. I don't know. I have plans about where we could also do this other than here.
In case we have the same problems again.
Yeah.
Just tie your dog up outside, or...
I had tried that, and my other dog almost ate him.
It's alright. Not that bad.
Yeah, I want to get rid of this dog. I'm about to just throw him out the window. I mean... Alright.
I am a robot. We are signing out.
I could just hear you playing with a butterfly knife.